Let's continue our conversation with Ben Wikler, Washington director of MoveOn.org and host of The Good Fight, and our friend Republican strategist Phillip Stutts. Now, gentlemen, Congressman Trey Gowdy has promised that 2015 will include more hearings on the part of the Select Committee. He says we should, quote, not move on. At what time, Phillip Stutts, should the focus go to another issue?
Well, we're still getting information. Today it came out that Hillary Clinton had known about the supposed talking points before the White House even released them. Yesterday it came out that there were major security lapses around our embassy in Libya the day of the attack. And frankly, 4 people died. 4 Americans died, including an ambassador, when an ambassador had not been murdered in over 30 years. And until we understand exactly what happens, I say let's investigate and figure it out.
Now, Ben, for purposes of full disclosure, before we get to your answer, I don't know if you can kind of stand up or do what you need to do to the camera. Let's see what shirt you're wearing. Yes, run, Warren, run, as in Elizabeth Warren, with Hillary Clinton taking on water, or at least getting criticism over Benghazi. Does this, in a curious fashion, actually help Elizabeth Warren and further your ambitions for her?
You know, I think they're entirely separate questions. In terms of Benghazi, we know that there was a tragedy, and it's vital to learn exactly what happened so we can make sure that the mistakes are not repeated, that the systems are corrected. That's what 13 investigations so far, maybe this is the 14th, have found, and I think it's important to correct those issues. At the same time, the argument for Elizabeth Warren to enter this race, it's one that MoveOn.org members across the country just voted in favor of, 81.3% voting to encourage her to enter the race. Those issues are about issues here at home around the economy and a system that's rigged against everyday Americans. I think that's the case for Warren to enter the presidential arena.
Well, let me turn to Phillip Stutts. You just heard Ben Wikler make the case for Elizabeth Warren, and part and parcel of that is an economic populism. Now, on the Republican side, a guy who's been talking economic populism is Jeff Sessions with reference to what's going on the border. Will Republicans, who for the first time, based on exit polling, won a majority of disaffected white Democrats, or those Democrats seem to be turning back into what we used to call Reagan Democrats, will Republicans listen to conservative concerns about economic populism and mount a campaign in 2016 based along those lines, Phillip? Got about a minute.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see. Sessions, I'm from Alabama. I think Sessions makes a lot of sense on a lot of different issues, especially around the border. Look, the omnibus bill that's coming out is strange on both sides, and it puts off a lot of things until 2015. And I'd be interested to see if those economic populism issues are going to be addressed by the new Republican majority, and that's yet to be determined. But it would be, in some sense, I would be for that.
30 seconds remain. Quick reaction question. The omnibus vote scheduled for this afternoon, they hope around 3 o'clock. Ben, to you first. Do you want to see it pass?
You know, they've got to strip out these Wall Street loopholes that have been inserted in the dead of night before they pass a spending bill.
All right, let's see.
This is something that Senator Warren's clear on, and she's right.
Phillip, what about you?
I say let's avoid a shutdown and cut the IRS. It's going to do that, so I'm for it.
All right, mixed opinion. That's what it's all about. To Ben and Phillip, thank you, and America's Forum continues.